Hey friends, welcome to the Links to Messiah podcast. My name's Rachel Kushner, and this is where we explore the Jewish roots of our faith and create family traditions that point straight to Jesus. Let's get started. If you have been thinking about grabbing a Hanukkah box for your family, this is your moment. And I say that with a little bit of hesitation because I'm not sure if there will be any left by the time that this podcast episode releases. But you can check the website, linkstomessiah.com, and see if there are any still available. And if we have a box left for you, we will pack it up and send it as soon as possible so that it will arrive in time for you and your family to celebrate Hanukkah together. So visit linkstomessiah.com and see what's left. And I guarantee you this Hanukkah will be one that your children will remember. Welcome back to the Links to Messiah podcast. Today is a very special milestone. We are celebrating our 100th episode. Woo! I can't believe it. 100 conversations, 100 moments of growing, learning, and building a legacy of faith for our families. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me walk alongside of your family. My gratitude runs very deep. When I go back and look at the stats after the podcast has been out in the world for a few days, I am so tickled and excited when I look and see all the different cities of where people have listened from. We have listeners literally all over the globe. Okay, let me list some of the states and cities and countries that you all are listening from. We have Texas. We got a lot of people in Texas listening. North Carolina, Tennessee, another North Carolina, Ohio, Michigan, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, another Michigander, Louisiana, Ontario, Canada, St. Alberta in Alberta, Canada, Tucson, Arizona, Cincinnati, Ohio, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Ozark, Alabama, Michigan, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Florida, Illinois. Wow, that is exciting. South Africa, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada. Wow, I am absolutely blown away, and I am so grateful. Thank you. If I didn't read your city, my apologies. There are so many cities that I literally could not read them all. I'd have to have a brand new podcast called Let's List All the Cities where everybody's listening from. All that to say, my gratitude genuinely runs very deep. I am really excited and grateful, and I thank you. As you've been listening, you know that legacy has always been more than just an idea for me. It is part of my family story. Many years ago in 1939, my grandparents and my dad, who was just a boy, he was 2 years old at the time, escaped the Nazis in Vienna, and they fled to New York City and eventually made their way to St. Louis, Missouri. They arrived with almost nothing, yet they built a life filled with courage, hope, and faith. My grandmother, we called her Mutti. My dad's first language was German, and Mutti is mother. And so in turn, her grandchildren called her Mutti. But Mutti carried a quiet strength that shaped a lot of our family. My dad eventually met Jesus as his Messiah and passed that faith along to me and my sisters. Their legacy lives in everything that I create for families today. every box, every devotional, every podcast episode. The courage God planted in my family all those years ago now grows here in this community. And as we celebrate the 100th episode, I also want to pause and honor somebody very dear to me, and that is my sweet David. Many of you know that he went to heaven to be with the Lord in March of 2023, and he was just 26 years old. And as you can tell, it chokes me up sometimes when I talk about him, because losing David changed everything. It carved out a tender place in my heart that will never fully heal on this side of heaven. But it also deepened the call on my life. Serving families, helping parents create legacy, and teaching children about Jesus and the beauty of the Jewish roots of our faith. All of this has become more meaningful because of David. His memory pushes me forward, and his life helps to fuel my passion. When I think about what matters most, I think of him. I think of the children in your homes who need the hope and the peace of Jesus woven into their everyday lives. I want to share with you a book that has shaped my perspective. Recently, I've been reading John Burke's book again. I've read it a few times. It's called Imagine Heaven. One idea has stayed with me. Now, if you don't know who John Burke is, he is the world's leading expert in near-death experiences. He's interviewed over 1,500 people. His journey started when his father died, and he was agnostic, and he was looking for answers. He has gone on to come to know the Lord and interview all of these people and write this beautiful book. And he looks for all the commonalities that are backed up by Scripture. And he writes about a common theme among people who have had a near-death experience. Many of them describe being greeted by what he calls a welcoming committee. Loved ones, friends of faith, people who have impacted their lives spiritually. They come running to greet them. That image has become a new personal goal for me. I want to be on as many welcoming committees as possible. I want to be somebody who helped families know Jesus, someone who has poured into children, someone who helped create a legacy that ripples into eternity. If the work we do together places me on even one more of those committees, then it's worth everything. Let's look forward to 2026. As I step into the next season of this podcast, well, I can't share everything yet, but I can share this. God is calling me to go deeper into Sabbath and rest, real rest, biblical rest, the kind of rest that shapes families and creates legacy. I believe 2026 will be a year of returning to God's rhythm, a year where we slow down enough to actually hear Him. A year focused on helping families live in a way that creates a peaceful, God-centered culture inside of their homes. I am dreaming and preparing resources that will help you shape rhythms that will last for generations. I cannot wait to tell you more. But for now, just know that rest, Sabbath, and legacy are at the center of what is coming. Before we close, I just want to say Thank you again, truly. Thank you for listening every week. Thank you for sharing episodes with your friends and family. And thanks for inviting me into your homes and into your family rhythms. This community is full of parents and grandparents and aunties and uncles and friends who long to create something meaningful for their children. And I am honored to be a little part of that with you. So to celebrate today, I want to do something special. The first person who emails me at rachel@linkstomessiah.com, I'll leave it in the show notes. Rachel is spelled Rachel at linkstomessiah.com. The first person who emails me will receive the Hanukkah Shabbat Club packet completely for free. No charge, just a little celebration gift for being a part of this journey. So if you haven't emailed me yet, go ahead and do that. As we move into the next 100 episodes, my prayer is that your home becomes a place marked by God's rest, a place where your children feel His joy, a place where legacy grows every day. Thanks for celebrating 100 episodes with me. Thank you for caring about your family's legacy. Thank you for letting me carry this mission with you. I love all of you, and I'm so grateful for you. I cannot wait to see what God has planned next. I'll see you on next week's episode. Next week, we're going to talk all things Hanukkah. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to head over to linkstomessiah.com, where we have a lot of free resources, seasonal boxes, and an ever-growing digital library. We are here to help your family connect with the Jewish roots of our faith and the Messiah, Jesus.